MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the second game of the National League Championship Series between the LA Dodgers and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Dodgers, center fielder number 6.
And we are underway from Yankee Stadium as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled back. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Michael Brantley comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, first baseman number
digging
44.
in, Paul Goldschmidt. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
Archer will put this one away, and his side is retired. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. I was talking about him earlier with some people, and I kept telling them he's got some really good speed. If you watch him in this game, he's the type of guy, he's not going to shock you with his speed, but he can make an impact with his legs. We'll see if he gets that chance.
Now the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Martinez has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Late swing and a ball line foul into the seats past the third base dugout.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Now here's the pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And now a pitch on the way. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there. And even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Back-to-back changeups, and he fouled that one off right there. I don't think he's going to come back with the third one. I got to be thinking some other pitch is coming.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way out. Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll stand in against Chris Archer to get the inning underway.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. 1 strike now from Archer. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
Again, he sends it out of play.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Another try at 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again. Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
Now a swing, and Cano rolls this one to second. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
Batting 6th, shortstop, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup and the pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Hot shot to third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him. Standing in, Nolan Arenado, and he'll face Carlos Carrasco to get the inning underway.
Nolan Arenado.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Bryant gloves it. Throw on to first, and 1 third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away.
Batting 5th.
In is Christian Yelich.
Christian Yelich.
From the stretch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
That was a beautiful pitch, Matt, particularly in this ballpark. The ball flies here in this park, so he's going to have to keep the ball down. If he doesn't, we're going to see a lot of balls in the air deep for homers.
To his left, Correa on to first, and there are 2 down. Just a really solid play up the middle as we get another look with Show Track. Had to go over 20 feet to get to it, and then he uncorked a strong and accurate throw to beat the runner. These guys make it look easy, but that very easily could have been a base hit. Francisco Lindor is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And that swung on and fouled straight back. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And he lays off again, ball 3.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Carrasco pauses. Here's the 3-1. There's a drive out to left center field. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Number 35 is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. One and one, here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Pickoff move to second. Aggressive lead from the bag at second. Now the pitch. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Danger of. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
It's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Now that's what a slider's supposed to look like. Great execution. Starts off the plate and makes him reach.
Misses, ball 2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now.
Batting 8, the designated hitter.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline. Arenado has it. Throw on to first takes care of Zimmerman for the second out of the inning.
Batting 9th.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
High and away, not close. 3-0. Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike 1. Pitch on its way to Avila. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Charlie Blackmon. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over. full count with 2 outs now, so if he can put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. Has a look, now the pitch. Michael Brantley will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Matt, this is where I like this guy pitching. First and second, he's got 2 outs. He's got himself a little bit of a jam, but now he likes to paint the corners. Watch him fight himself out of this situation.
And he misses there, 1-2.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Matt, I'm looking for him to challenge him right here. You know, 2-2. You don't want to go to 3-2, have those runners on the move on that certain pitch. So 2-2 is your challenge pitch.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And another pitch is hit foul as the battle continues here. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Now another 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Trout. It's down for extra bases, and the Dodgers have their first hit of the game. In to score, the runner from second. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game. Ready for another chance? Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In there, and it's 0-1.
Man, I can't get past the last at bat. I mean, to drive in a run and get you on the board first, that is huge. Now the rest of the lineup can relax and swing the bat.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Hoping to send him packing, pitch on its way. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike in the... Digging in, Andrew Benintendi. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Andrew Benintendi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a knee-high fastball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Now the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Cano with it at second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Hey, not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Here it comes on 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Here it is on 3-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Here's Molina around first. He'll try for 2. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Here's Mookie Betts. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Blackmon. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman,
at the plate, Jose Ramirez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A throw behind the runner at second. Here's the 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now a look and a throw back to second. 2 out here and a runner at second. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Correa is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Yanks leave one. They're still striding in once again. Chris Bryant comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Tough slider down low for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Robinson Cano.
Robinson Cano is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, it's an unusual start to an inning. I mean, 3 straight strikes to the first hitter, and now 3 straight balls to the next. I can't figure it out.
And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
Now batting, shortstop.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The 0-1 on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Todd digging in to try it again. Mike Trout. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Mike Trout.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Back up the middle. And Trout has himself a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Third baseman, Nolan
Digging in for his
Arenado.
second at-bat, Nolan Arenado. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
Well, there's a first pitch strike. You know, only 50% of the pitches he's thrown first pitch this game have been for a strike. So I'm surprised that he's having as much success so far as he is.
Don't want to forget about it. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And another throw over. Runner back safely. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And that misses. 1-1. On the move is Trout from first. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Now batting,
In is Christian Yelich. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here it comes. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at one.
Boy, that's a tempting pitch right there. You got that runner on third base. You're looking for something to drive. You want the ball up. But it was a good layoff. Not the pitch he definitely wanted to hit, but it was tempting, no doubt.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Looking at strike two, a fastball that catches the inside corner. And, Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it.
Oh, and a great recovery there just to get an out on the play. But meanwhile, a run is in to score.
Next for the Yankees.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's J.D. Martinez. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Right fielder, J.D.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. 1 strike now from Archer. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Here's Archer on 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher
Alex Avila is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
Pitch on its way to Avila. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing a bat at that pitch.
Here's another 1-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on in the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless. Stepping up to the plate, number 35. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 35.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, clearly he's not sitting changeup with that swing. I like the early changeup. Now it sets up your fastball and all your other off-speed stuff, because now the changeup, anything's faster than that. He's got him off balance now.
Here it comes on 0-2. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. And another foul ball.
I like the call for the 2-strike changeup. You got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
Ready with another 0-2. Good waist pitch, 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
He's set, and the pitch. Andrew Benintendi will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Oh, 0-2. Here it comes. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Avila corrals it, but the throw is not in time. Benintendi reaches on the strikeout. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop 3rd strike. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. First pitch changeup chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. Left field and deep. Brantley racing back. He leaves his feet, but it's off the wall. But he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Well, that's his second double of the game, and I thought he might have enough to get out of here. Banged it off the wall, and he's looking really good in this one.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
So stepping in, Jose Ramirez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bryant in foul ground, 2 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin the wind right there, knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
Line drive to center field. Blackman is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus
Center
far.
fielder number 6.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
That pitch right there, he's tried to keep it from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Digging in and looking for more, Michael Brantley. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Here comes the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0.
You know what, man, he's been getting most of the pitches. I know he's complaining a little bit on this one, but he's been getting most of the pitches today. He should be feeling pretty good about himself.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Runners going, swinging a little blooper to center. Trout comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Hey, you don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still
tight with that one. 3-0.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Here it is on 3-1. And no messing with Goldschmidt there as he'll take first on ball 4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Bryant. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Luis Severino takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Severino.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
This is where the big dogs show up. You got runners on, you got 2-0 count. You got to make a pitch on the corner and have confidence you can put it there. Don't groove one. That's when you get hurt.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. 2-2 now. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 2-2 offering. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Robbie Cano now. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. In there, 0-1.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus and make him some good pitches.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Dodgers. Here's Nolan Arenado. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Now here it comes. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. On its way is pitch number 75. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Scorched to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Wow, that was a crazy at bat. He swung at every pitch out of the zone. He finally got a pitch in the zone and drilled it for a hit. Sometimes it's better to swing than to take.
Miguel Sano will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Miguel Sano.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Ready once again, Francisco Lindor. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Lindor.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. The 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Here comes Brantley. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Ready
Number
for another
35.
chance. Number 35. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. This is in the air out to left field. Brantley is under it, and the inning is over. Here's Carlos Correa now. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Carlos Correa.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Now here's a ball skied down the left field line. Benintendi moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Digging in to try it again. J.D. Martinez. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. A high fastball is in there. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss. Well, no surprise on that one. That's the classic slider down the way, trying to get him to chase on that 0-2 pitch.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
The next 3-2. And that's outside. He lost him ball 4. Digging in once again, Ryan Zimmerman. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But he just missed his extra bases.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats. That was a good changeup right there. It just missed. But even better take for him to lay off it because it had a great movement, and he laid off it even with 2 strikes.
So he sets him down swinging. Ryan Zimmerman is the second out in the 7th inning. Alex Avila is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Dodgers lead. Justin Wilson comes into work out of the bullpen now. And Dan, are you surprised that the starter's day is done?
I am a little, Matt, but this is one of those moves that people will debate forever. I think he could have pitched a little bit longer, but I understand the idea. So we'll see how this works out.
Therefore, it is Martinez, and that's the first out. The catcher, Yadier Molina. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Well, both starters are out of the game, but you know, it's so different today. Now you almost want to get to the bullpen before you extend that starter. At least that's how it seems most managers play it these days.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Here's Mookie Betts. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. 0-1. Here it comes. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Two-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. The 0-2 once more. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Charlie Blackmon. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And there's ball 2 now.
Well, Matt, we got a ball waiting. All indications to me, they're going to stay away from him. This guy's just too good of a hitter. They're not going to flirt around with anything for him to hit on the inside half.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Set to deal on 2-2. out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Here's another 2-2. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
My goodness. There's another one. 7 foul balls in a row. You just don't see at-bats like this.
Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Striding in once again, Michael Brantley. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
There's that classic 0-2 changeup. That is such a tough pitch to lay off. Nice job at hitting right there. Look, the reason it's tough because the fastball looks just like the changeup coming out of the hand. You got to honor the fastball, and then he pulls the string on you. Nice take.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Trout. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Now at the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Well, he got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Will Harris is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
The 1-0 delivery. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Blackmon's after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Center fielder.
Now at the plate, Mike Trout. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. And he pops it up back behind second base. Cano is there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 28.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And now a pitch on the way. Hit the other way out toward right field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3. They're down 2-1. Into the box now, Chris Bryant. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Bryant.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Pitch is popped up. Number 35 is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Hey, every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
So coming to the plate, Robinson Cano. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Cano waiting on the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. And this is fouled back and out of play. 1 out, nobody on. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. Here's Carlos Correa now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Zach Britton comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here's Miguel Sano. He's the one to start things off with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step back. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Boy, sure taking his sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again. And he'll step out for a 4th time here. Editors who care for these type of shenanigans. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
For the Yankees, the shortstop.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. Way in front of a great slider that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to short. Correa has it on the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now.
Now batting, number 35.
Striding into the box, number 35. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. DJ LeMahieu will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
DJ LeMahieu.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Well, that was unexpected. You're looking for that sinker down. He throws a fastball up. Now he's just changed the game on you. He's forcing you to look somewhere else.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out. And the Dodgers have gotten the all-important road victory here in Game 2. They even up the series before heading home as this one is over. This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason. And that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team.